The other day I made some meatballs and I'm a bit fed up of eating them now. I've had them 2 days on the trot. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with the leftover meatballs. I fancy lasagna, so I just thought I would convert them into lasagna. I've got some milk for using. It's out of date, but it smells okay and it tastes okay. You do what you want with out of date milk, but I'm okay if it smells all right and it tastes okay. So I'll make a white sauce first. I'll get that on the go first, and to show you how much milk I'm using. Probably, again, I'm just doing this on the hoof, so it's probably going to be about that much, like a glassful. To make the white sauce, we have what's traditionally known as a knob of butter, which is about that much. So that goes into the pan. I've got the heat on medium. I'm just going to melt the butter down. Can you see me? It's a bit of a, I don't really know how to get this camera. So we're just going to melt the butter down on over medium, sort of gentle, quite a gentle heat. So there we go, that's in the pan. And then once that's melted, if you can get hold of flour, this is just what I had in stock before lockdown. Very lucky, because you can't get it at all now in the shops. But with that amount of butter, you're going to need the same amount of flour. I might just need a little bit more of that, but can you see it's sort of volume-wise the same. The butter's melted. In goes the flour. Now, it can hear it sizzling. I'm just going to turn the heat right down to low, and then quickly stir in the flour. Now, people get worried about a white sauce going lumpy, so you just roll it around the pan so the fat has absorbed all the flour, and then in we go with the milk quite slowly. You're going to have to just see what I'm doing here. Just a drop at a time. So can you see I've probably just added a fifth of it. Now the heat is right down now on the stove. Just mixing that through so as it all gets combined. Once it's gone smooth, you add a little bit more milk. And that is literally all there is to making a bechamel sauce. You don't need to go buying those revolting jars from the supermarket that cost a fortune and got loads of chemicals in. There's nothing to making white sauce. Really easy. So again, look, that looks a bit lumpy, but just keep at it, keep beating out the lumps. And don't add more milk until the lumps have gone. Can you see? Lumps have gone. So in we go with some more milk. If you think it's sticking a bit, I mean, you can have quite a low heat here. If it's not, I've taken it on. I really need to get back on the heat. If the milk is bubbling when you put it in, it's too hot. So just keep stirring. I mean, this is live time, isn't it? So you could do it as I'm talking. You can be making your bechamel white sauce. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat up. It was right down low because I felt it was too hot. I'm turning the heat up just a little bit because the lumps aren't really going. So the milk probably just needs to get a little bit hotter. So rather than me keep coming over to show you, I'm going to stay here and beat this to death until that lumps are gone. And you'll need a spatula to do this. I'm not sure because I've never done it with a metal spoon. I could try and let you know how I get on. But one of these flexible, bendy spatulas is brilliant for a sauce. Just scrapes it all off the bottom of the pan. And keep scraping it around. I don't think I'm going to use all of that milk. That kind of looks like it might be thick enough. You're looking for a certain consistency with your sauce, not too stodgy and certainly not too thin. And this is why you just creep and go with your milk. I just don't bother. I can put recipes on. If you do it, this is just for a single one, just for myself to use up those meatballs. So there's the white sauce done. I do usually put a teaspoon of Dijon mustard in as well, so I'll go and get that out of the fridge. Sorry, should have thought about this sooner. Just a tiny bit, just add a little bit of flavour. It's a small teaspoon, level teaspoon. Some on the floor there. Beat that in, and just keep stirring away until it's good for biceps. Until all those lumps are beaten out of it. Look at that, lovely, and I've got whole milk here, which is probably. Doesn't really matter, you can make it with anything. I know when I had my gallbladder out, I couldn't eat fat at all, had to be on a no fat diet for a month before they'd take it out. And I used to make it with skimmed milk, no fat milk. So I can't remember what I used for the butter, maybe I did use a tiny little bit of butter, can't remember. But it still works, Anyway, look at that, nice and smooth. And it's just because I've been beating away. Done. That's the kind of consistency you're wanting, a bit goopy, a bit wallpaper paste. There we go. And there's no cheese in this, so I'm just going to season it with a little bit of salt. Heat off. Just a little bit. Okay, now to the meatballs. We just need to break these up. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Oh gosh, they've gone a bit hard. But they were tasty. I did enjoy them. They weren't very lemony, but they just got this lovely lemony flavour coming through. Bit of stray thyme there. Let's get rid of that. So this is obviously instead of the bolognese, and because the turkey has only been cooked once, I can reheat it. As long as you just have to make it sure it's piping hot when it comes out of the oven. So I'm just bashing away to get this back into its mince form. I don't know about you, but I like variety, and I'm not one of these that can make up a great big batch on the Monday and eat it every day until Friday. I just get too bored. I want something different every day. So I've done well to eat 2 lots of meatballs 2 days running. But this will just add a little bit of difference, a bit of variety. And being a little bit smug here, I've still got 4 sheets of pasta there in stock. Clearly not this time round with lockdown. And I suppose you could layer it if you're struggling and you don't have any pasta. I don't know. I'm not going to suggest you use any other pasta for this. It's lasagna. You know, if you don't have the sheets, do something else with it. Okay, there's those tough meatballs. Gosh, loads of thyme sprigs in this. And I'd still got that passata. I didn't use it all, did I, for the meatballs? So I'm just going to use that up. Don't want to waste it. There we go. Gosh, lots of thyme in this. All right, let's go in with this rest of the, oh, there isn't much at all there, but it was just going to fill up too much on the meatballs. It would have, you saw how splattered it all got. There we go. That's all in. Okay. Oh, I'm going to put some garlic in because there wasn't so much garlic in the meatballs, so I'll just crush this in. Lasagne's not lasagna without garlic, is it? I'll stir that in. And then we just make sure all that's okay. Then we layer up. Is that going to be? Do we need a bigger? Let's see if I've got a slightly bigger. Let's go with that. So in with a layer of meat, and then I'm not sure how many layers. I'm just, like I say, on the hoof as usual. See what's going to happen. Just break this as and however to form a layer. There we go. Then on with your white sauce. There we go. So just half of the whites. Yeah, this is just only going to do 2 layers, I think. And spread that around. Another layer of pasta. Oh, looks like I've got 2 more sheets so I can have lasagna again. Oh, no, it is meat, isn't it now? Yeah, I think it is. Meat. I'm not sure if it makes a difference what order you put your layers on. I've no idea because I don't know, it's another bit of time. There we go. Another layer. Oh, this is smelling. It is smelling nice. Just scrape all of this out. Don't want any waste. These are great. Look, you can just get everything out. Again, TK Maxx. TK Maxx is a lifesaver if you want to start cooking. They've got everything. They have everything in there. Pans, knives, all sorts of utensils. I can't rate it high enough. That's where I get all of my, either that or charity shops. Last layer of pasta, lasagna. It's like a jigsaw. There we go. Cool. And then last layer of sauce. That's just enough sauce, isn't it? So that was a table. It wasn't a tablespoon, it was that size, wasn't it, of butter, like heaped. And this is going to be a very big portion for me tonight. So that probably would, I don't know, if you're going to have garlic bread with it and some salad, that would probably be okay for 2 people, by the look of it. I don't know, I might be a pig and eat it all. So there we go. again, the other thing is with scraping this with these things, if you don't have a dishwasher like me, there's not so much gunk left for getting it out. I'm all about minimum effort, minimum cleaning up, minimum. I don't want a big pile of dishes to clean up after. I really need to stop saying I wish there was something that would pop on and tell me, or prevent it, or it's like a bleeper thing. Right, to finish it off, we need Parmesan. If you don't have Parmesan, fear not, just put some cheddar on. I would say cheddar, not Cheshire, because Cheshire doesn't really melt as the same as cheddar. But I'd opt for strong cheddar, the strongest you can. But it doesn't matter, just grate a little bit on the top, like so. And then that will go into the oven on 200 degrees. I'd pop that on a baking tray as well, or just something a bit bigger, just in case it bubbles out. You don't want to be cleaning your oven. So I'm not ready to eat this yet, so that's going to go into the fridge, but that will bake for 200 degrees. I'll have to check. I'd say for about half an hour, but I'll put a note on with the recipe underneath. But happy eating lasagna. See you later.